Today, we will talk about dispersion in statistics, understanding how it's used. Dispersion refers to the range of potential outcomes of investments based on historical volatility or returns. In finance, it helps investors gain a sense of the risk inherent in a particular security or investment portfolio. There are two important ways to measure dispersion, alpha and beta, which calculate risk-adjusted returns and returns relative to a benchmark, respectively. Dispersion is often interpreted as a measure of the degree of uncertainty, and thus risk, associated with a particular security or investment portfolio. It is one of many statistical measures to give perspective on the risk profile of an investment. For example, the dispersion of possible returns on an asset provides insight about the volatility and risk associated with holding that asset. The more variable the return on an asset, the more risky or volatile it is. Beta is the primary risk measurement statistic that measures the dispersion of a security's return relative to a particular benchmark or market index, most frequently the US S&P 500 index. A beta measure of 1.0 indicates the investment moves in unison with the benchmark. A beta greater than 1.0 indicates the security is likely to experience moves greater than the market as a whole, and a beta of less than 1.0 signifies a less dispersed return relative to the overall market. Alpha is a statistic that measures a portfolio's risk-adjusted returns. A return higher than the beta indicates a positive alpha, usually attributed to the success of the portfolio manager or model. A negative alpha indicates the lack of success of the portfolio manager in beating the beta or, more broadly, the market. Dispersion refers to a statistical measure of the range of potential outcomes for an investment based on its historical volatility or returns. Two important ways to represent dispersion are alpha, which calculates risk-adjusted returns, and beta, which describes returns relative to a benchmark. Analyzing the dispersion of possible returns can help you understand the level of risk represented by a particular investment, although it's important to keep in mind that a security's future returns may diverge from its past performance. Here are three key takeaways. 1. Dispersion refers to the range of potential outcomes of investments based on historical volatility or returns. 2. Dispersion can be measured using alpha and beta, which calculate risk-adjusted returns and returns relative to a benchmark index, respectively. 3. Generally speaking, the higher the dispersion, the riskier an investment is, and vice versa. Hope this would help. Thanks for watching.